it's Sunday. We made it, right? Folks on the East Coast, I hope you stayed in, stayed safe, stayed well, didn't go out on those fucked up roads. It looked bad from the interwebs. May the gods bless those soldiers that guarded the tomb of the unknown soldier. I got to catch some pictures of that on my Facebook feed. Alright, let's cut right to the bone. What little bit I've got today. The folks have been following me from early on. You know, I was very, oh fuck it. Until the last year, it was an expensive hobby for me. I didn't get anywhere. I'm still not getting anywhere fiscally, but I'm getting there. Getting the organization, the connections, the contacts, the work, getting all that lined up. Now I gotta clean up the mess I made. Been doing that for the last 6 months. Cleaning up messes I've made. Being successful at it, nonetheless. As of the first of the year, everything's organized. I got files, office-wise, organized. I've got files, I've got worksheets each day the guys fill out and submit weekly. I've got a worksheet for each project we're working on to allocate hours, funds, tasks, materials, consumables. I know what I'm spending on each project. Not sort of, but exactly now. You know, we will start, we're going to throw a little box by each project. All our consumables are going to go in that box. Sounds stupid and frivolous counting out pieces of sandpaper, but it's necessary for the job. You figure on your average resto, just a light resto, like a driver that's got more mud in it than probably should. It's just a driver. You can go through a couple hundred pieces of paper from start to finish. Those papers run on average $1 a piece. Trying to get rid of this head cold has been plaguing me since a week now, just over a week. So that part's going. It's being operated more like a business. The next one is, I see a lot, and I've complained a lot as well, about youth of today. The kids these days. Oh, the damn kids these days. I think till between the ages of 25 and 30, a young man doesn't really figure out what the fuck's going on at all, and has to find the lane that he fits in. Some of us are late bloomers like me. I didn't get involved in this until I was in my 30s. This is where I belong. Old cars, not new. I can't do collision, not safely, not properly. I could if I wanted to learn, but I don't want to learn. Oops. So, kids these days, I got 2 kids that work for me, young men, teenagers, just squeaking out of their teenage years, and they haven't figured it out yet. They're hard workers, they're good kids, and the 2 of them are kind of varying stories. They're the opposite ends of the spectrum. I'll get to that in a second. But I think every generation is mostly fuck-ups. They find the lane that they can survive in, and then they stick to it, and they disappear into the fold. Most people out there, generation after generation, are not doers, are not thinkers. They're just, they're task monkeys, or they're fucking leeches. That's most generations, and that's most people. How's that? The more intelligent the person, it seems, the less they do with their existence this go around. That's why I'm getting back to the kids. One kid, and I've had the conversation with him. And let's preface with, I'm not a highly intelligent person. I get by. I'm a practical man. If I can get my hands on it, I can figure it out. But I'm not really all that fucking smart. Just a fact. It's not a knock. It's not me being down on myself. It's just I'm a human of average intelligence, but I'm not afraid to figure shit out. The one lad I got working for me in very similar circumstance. He lives in very simple means, still at home with Ma, but he gets it. He gets it, and he's starting to get this long view. And he's got something to prove, not just to people around him, but to himself. The highly intelligent people, I find, they get a chip on their shoulder and they look down their nose at everybody around them. Well, I don't have any fucking thing to prove to you, so they don't. They don't go out and achieve to prove something to somebody. And I think that's crucial until you're in your late 20s, is having something to prove to somebody. He doesn't. And that over time develops into, and I've watched it fucking happen, these highly intelligent people not only not proving anything to other folks, but, well, I could go do this and it would improve my lot, or I could that, or I could, fuck it, I don't have anything to prove. I don't care, I'm not going to do it. And they're the ones that wind up living very simple, low-paid jobs, very simple means, because they just don't care. They don't have anything to prove to you. They don't have anything to prove to themselves. They could go do that if they wanted to. It's like a junkie. I can quit anytime I want. I can quit anytime I want. I can just put it down, walk away, and quit anytime I want. But on the inverse, they don't accomplish because they've convinced themselves they're already above it. That's what I see. Humanity in general, at least in the American population that I know. And then I got a buddy that popped in from nowhere. He left Iowa for 10 years. We were carpenters together. And he just needs something to do here and there, just to get a little cash back in the family. You know, he lands in Iowa with, they had a raw deal. Everything just fucking, and, you know, a series of weird events. I'm not going to get into it. It's not my story to tell. But he landed here. He's straight. His wife's straight. His kids are good. And they're just trying to pick up the pieces that fell apart. I'm like, well, fuck me. I'm pretty much broke. So I took money out of, well, what would be my paycheck. So come on over. Fucking, we'll do some stuff. And I had him clean and organize and do a bunch of shit that nobody wants to do. The one lad I got work for me, of course, he's above that. He's beyond that. The other kid, he's useful on the floor, so I keep him fucking producing so the shit doesn't get done. And they're both useful on the floor, don't get me wrong. I'm happy with my team right now. I just have question marks about one of them. But he comes in and says, all right, check it out. Everything's pretty well cleaned up. This is called a line file. You're going to grind on that. And we knocked down some stuff. We worked together. Isaiah come in the shop with us Friday, my practical lad, and the three of us, me and A, my old, you know, workmate from back in the day, we cranked up the music obscenely loud and we just bashed on this little, we're doing an overall on a little car. Got into it, found out it's been done once before, so that's a little more work, but it was done once before poorly. It's a little more work to get done, but it's like your Earl Shive Platinum kind of job. It's not great. We're taping stuff off that should be pulled, but for a car from 1986, it's perfect. It's exactly what it needs. And we did it. I had a little bit of that old fire back, I guess, and we got a lot of shit accomplished Friday in a short while. So I'm hoping we get that project out, we get another little one or two little ones in like that, and get the cash flow going. I get the whole crew together and bring Aaron in with that. Maybe we'll get some shit accomplished. I'd like to keep hold of Aaron long term. He's agreeable, he doesn't argue, he doesn't bitch, he just does his job. And he'll learn anything I throw at him in a very short order. He's a grown-ass man that's got a family to support. Yeah, he's going to learn whatever I got to throw at him. I taught him how to fucking build houses. I can teach him how to build cars. I did tell him, I said, go find part-time something. I'll keep you busy. I'll keep you learning. If this is something you want to attach to, we'll make it happen. But at the most excessive learning curve you can imagine, it's not worth a living wage in the first year. Not for a family man. So we'll see how that works out, right? Alright, so that's my yammering for today. The youth of today are alright. You just gotta find the right ones, just like any generation, because most people are garbage. Not you guys. You guys are cool. But most of those other people. I'm out of here. You have a great day. We'll talk soon.